In a peaceful village surrounded by tall, swaying trees, there lived a couple named Maria and John. They were known for their kindness and the love they shared with everyone around them. But there was one thing they cherished above all else: their son, Matteo. Matteo was the light of their lives. From the moment he was born, Maria and John devoted themselves to him completely. They worked tirelessly to provide him with everything he needed. They taught him to be kind, honest, and hardworking. Every day they would tell him stories filled with lessons about the importance of doing the right thing, no matter how difficult it might be. As Matteo grew, he became a bright and energetic young boy. He loved to play in the fields, chase butterflies, and help his parents with small chores around the house. Maria and John were proud of their son and dreamed of the great things he would accomplish one day. But as the years passed, something began to change. Matteo entered his teenage years and started spending time with a different group of friends. These new friends didn't care about the values Matteo's parents had taught him. They laughed at the idea of hard work and honesty, and instead chose to live by their own rules, often getting into trouble. Matteo, wanting to fit in and be accepted, slowly began to change. He stopped helping around the house and started coming home late, ignoring the worried looks on his parents' faces. When Maria and John tried to talk to him, to remind him of the values they had raised him with, Matteo would shrug them off, saying,
"I'm old enough to make my own decisions now."
One day, Matteo's friends convinced him to skip school and join them in a risky venture. They planned to steal from the local market, promising Matteo would be an easy way to make money. Despite the small voice in his heart telling him it was wrong, Matteo agreed. They carried out their plan, but it didn't go as smoothly as they had hoped. The market owner caught them, and Matteo and his friends were arrested. When Maria and John received the news, their hearts broke. They had given everything to ensure Matteo would have a bright future, and now he was on the path of darkness. They bailed him out using what little savings they had left, but the damage was done. Matteo had betrayed their trust and disregarded everything they had taught him. Back home, the atmosphere was heavy with sorrow. Matteo couldn't bring himself to look at his parents. The disappointment in their eyes was too much to bear. They didn't yell or scold him. Instead, they sat with him, tears streaming down their faces, and told him how much they loved him, how much they had sacrificed to give him a good life, and how they had only wanted the best for him. The weight of their words finally broke through to Matteo. He realized how far he had strayed from the values his parents had instilled in him. He thought about the countless nights his mother had stayed up late sewing clothes for him by candlelight, and the early mornings his father had spent working in the field so he could go to school. He had thrown away their sacrifices for the sake of fitting in with people who didn't care about him. Overwhelmed with guilt and regret, Matteo broke down and wept.
I'm so sorry.
He cried.
I've been so foolish. I've forgotten everything you taught me, everything you've done for me. Can you ever forgive me?
Maria and John embraced their son, their own tears mingling with his.
Of course, we forgive you.
John said gently.
But forgiveness is only the first step. You must find your way back to the path we set for you.
With his parents' love and support, Matteo began to change his life. He cut ties with his old friends and focused on rebuilding the trust he had lost. It wasn't easy, and there were many challenges along the way, but with each step, Matteo grew stronger and wiser. He started helping his parents again, this time with a renewed sense of purpose. He finished school and eventually became a respected member of the community, known for his kindness and integrity. As Matteo grew older, he often reflected on the mistakes he had made and the pain he had caused his parents. He understood now that their disappointment had come from a place of deep love, and he was grateful every day to the second chance they had given him. He vowed never to forget the lessons they had taught him, and he worked hard to make them proud. In the end, Matteo's story became a powerful reminder to the children of the village. It taught them that while it's easy to lose your way, the love and guidance of your parents are the most valuable gifts you can have. And it showed them that no matter how far you stray, it's never too late to find your way back home.